Hey class, so this is going to be my final project. I know it looks very low-key, pretty minimal here, but hey, I'm having fun with it because it gave me a chance to, think outside the box, be creative, think of something not everybody's done before, nothing too generic here. And so I was thinking about language, and I was thinking about the other guideline was a hobby or personal interest or something. I briefly touched upon Mad magazine because they've been a pretty big influence on me since I've been reading them since I was really little.
And I happen to know that they speak a language that is very similar to English, but they throw in funny-sounding words now and then.
Like Verschlergener and well, that was the only one I could think of right now. But come to think of it, it might actually be English or wait, they tend to use some weird Yiddish terms now and then for some reason. But anyway, some people know this about me, but it's always been my lifelong dream to have my own animated cartoon show on TV. I heard Matt Stone and Trey Parker, you guys, a good South Park one here, so I'd say I'm already on the right path to that. Then I was thinking about what else I have to do with language, and one name immediately came to mind, and that was the great Don Martin, the guy they call Mad's maddest artist. He had a very bizarrely unique style of drawing. Guys with those weird heads, like big noses, wacky hair, and those folded over feet, and also he was known as the master of the comedy sound effects. He'd do a lot of weird comic sound effects in his cartoons and stuff, and I thought that's a interesting part of the language of communication, or body language, as Julie here, that girl right there, said. And I was thinking about what do they communicate, but what do they express? Martin himself was once quoted as saying, "There's always been physical suffering in comedy. Seeing the most bizarre, goofy noise in print form with letters put together on a page would certainly convey that." And he does it in a way that any author would have to take at least a whole 2 or 3 paragraphs or so, because it's very descriptive language, and he can just combine that into a single phrase. It's like he's conveying an experience in like a 2D image at that. In a sense, you could say that Don Martin with his sound effects could literally make you feel like you experienced some wacky event happening. If you feel like you were there, you can describe exactly what you heard, and you can communicate exactly what happened in that situation by just one simple, zany, wacky sound effect. Just so you're a little more familiar with Don Martin and his unique style and original brand of humor, here are some of his gags in animated cartoon form.
Mama's little snookum, starling, sweetie, honey, baby. Zappy time is over. Time to get dry and ready for Betty Boy. First, we take out the little rubber dollies.
Honestly, Edna, don't you think you're spoiling that duck a little?
Good Lord, this man's been run over by a steamroller. Get him to the hospital, quick.
Classic. Now, some of those little cartoon skits were from the early days of Mad TV back in the 90s when they actually resembled a magazine a little, and some are from Mad's old website, and the really old looking ones were from this old Mad magazine TV special pilot from 1973, I think, that never ended up airing because I guess the humor was too adult or irreverent in nature or something. Somebody finally put the whole thing up on YouTube, and I just took it and burned my own DVD of it. There's actually the Don Martin sound effects dictionary. It's a whole dictionary of them that tell you what it means, what issues and stuff. You want to look it up on the internet or it's on some website, I don't know, just Google it. According to this here book, it says Don Martin left Mad in 1987, worked for Cracked magazine, their imitator, after the disagreement with the Mad publisher Bill Gaines, and then cancer took him during the first week of 2000. And every single obituary mentioned the sound effects like sploink, sklip, and yes, even the Wizard. Well, that's my presentation. Hope you were at least a little entertained, and hope it didn't just
Ramble incoherently for a while about something
pointless.
that nobody cares about.
Have a great next semester, everyone.